Hello and welcome to the latest edition of Golden Score. It's day one of competition at the Zagreb World Judo Championships for cadets, and it's a warm welcome to Thea Cowan.
Thank you very much, Sheldon.
Yeah, you've got a very special win.
I think we should. Okay, we have the gold medalist in the under 40 kilogram category, Patricia Kata. She's a very special young lady, this one, I have to say. Congratulations. You won the gold.
Congratulations. That was really nice. I enjoyed watching that. So, the first gold medal that you've had this year.
Yeah, it's really amazing that it worked out really well. Like I have got from European Championships, from AF, and now from World Championships. It's really amazing.
Sorry to tell you, that's your lot.
Yeah, but I hope I will go for another gold next year.
That will be in. And is this your last year, or have you got one more year of cadets?
I have one more year in cadets, so I hope it will be
Bad news for the rest of the cadets.
another gold next year.
Yeah.
And you discussed with us off screen about your next substitution.
Try to win World Championships juniors because I can go there and try. We'll see.
A little bit about your day. You seem to move through it. This experience. So how did you feel coming out against your opponents today?
I was feeling the same time was really hard. So I have
Sorry, did you just say
the same final was harder.
the semi-final? In the final, that over into the Oslo combi was just so seamless.
Yeah, I think I have good Nevasa from Japan. I go there for training camps and I think it helps me so much.
We're going to talk about that as well because you've been quite a lot for training camps, haven't you?
30 maybe? Yeah.
Pretty impressive considering you go very regularly.
I've been there maybe was like first time. So I was there maybe a year or 3.
Patricia, your family are here, aren't they? How many of them?
All of my family, my mother, my dad is also my coach, and all of my siblings.
Give them a wave. They're up in the back there. How far did you have to come? Because I know you're not that far away from here, are you?
Yeah, like Slovakia is not that far, but with the plane it's very good, it's comfortable, and by car it's a really long ride. So I'm happy we got by plane.
What about on the way back?
We'll go by car. It's better. I have gold, so I'm happy now.
Guldash Bekova, your opponent in the final, had you before?
Yeah, last year in World Champion match, and it was quite harder.
You must be a nightmare for her.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Maybe it's her last year. She won't have to see you again next year.
Maybe we'll see each other on juniors.
What's next then for you? In your mum, were you just asking about juniors? Possibly, yeah.
Juniors, yes, but do you have any more cadet tournaments coming up, or are you going to leave that to the side?
I will go to European Kata.
Well, congratulations. Unless you've got any more, we're going to let you join your family, enjoy the gold medal. It really was a terrific performance. Congratulations. Okay, great. And thanks very much for joining us on Golden Score. Hope to see you here again. Thanks very much. Okay, we can go off in that way. Right, yeah, it's nice. I didn't realise that she'd been doing so much training in Japan, and
From such a young age as well,
Yeah.
at 12, it's so well.
I wouldn't go so far as to say you can see us in the tachiwazas, but definitely in the newaza. That was so clean. And Neil and I both said during the commentary, my God, that was so seamless. It was really, from one phase into the other very, very quickly.
She just seems so mature in her approach. She has a system, she goes step by step. It's not rushed, it's not panicked. Everything's just very in place, and she's calm, collected. It's nice to watch.
Thea, I've got this really nice sheet that Elisabetta Frattini has produced there. I've circled all of the winners. So maybe we'll just clarify the gold medal winning performances in violin.
Absolutely.
I'll leave that to you because I know you've been watching.
Okay, so we'll go for the 50 kilogram one first because, as we found out, this is actually the first cadet women who's been an almost everything. And all the jokes we made earlier about how it was always going to be a shot that won.
Yeah.
It turned out to be Nihat.
He was unseeded this morning, the number one seed. They probably travelled together, roomed together, warmed up together, and in the end, it was the lesser or the lower ranked athlete who ended up winning. Yeah.
No, I mean, it was a lovely contest. I think a lot of people would have expected it to go in a state sort of situation like it did. And then going to the golden score, I think they expected it to carry on, but
it was good. What about the next women's weight category, 44? Who did we have there?
well, this was the who went. So that was a lovely win for her as well.
That was class, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Clarice. We won't steal too much of Neil's thunder because when he comes up, he's gonna talk about that. So 55 kilos.
We'll
Then.
go with that one.
Yeah.
Okay, so the final 55s ended up being, Stan. Even though height, he was one who picked up his 2 schedules. The Georgian, I know he sort of had a hunch, but tired.
Nelan Istad. Okay, he did the business there, taking the gold medal for Kazakhstan. Right, so that's a wrap up on the 4 weight categories that we've had today. Neil Adams has seen something really special. Why don't we ask Neil to come in and then he can tell us exactly what it is.
I think he was even talking about it in the
Yeah, hello again, Neil. Right.
Thank you.
What-
Am I looking to talk about?
I'm sure you have. No, we kept quiet with Clarice Ribeiro. We knew you were going to touch on that, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, have you sorted out with the boys something on the?
I have. Well,
whatever.
whatever we see is what we're going to talk about. Clarice Ribeiro for the best. She was the best for me.
I'm going
Right.
to slightly this way. So have a look.
I
Yeah.
think all of us here. Some of her technique was amazing. This is the final, and she looked every bit a great champion. Ippon all the way through. That was semi-final.
I like with the arm around the back as
great
well.
Control. Controlling it for the final. That was the final. Hoping I'm really got a first round match as well. For the of movement. We won't have it, but,
One more and see if they get it.
yeah, no, of course. But the
Test.
variation of he didn't look as if she was. No. I said, do you think she? But she was. Because I think that
Left to right.
left and right, and also technique. But if anything, that they have to get performance and developing, they're developing their technique, their transitions, and earlier on, it normally means that they're going to as well. Well, the technique with murder, you could say, because it gets them to be able to go to the next level and quicker. So technique is very important.
Neil and I sat for the day, so I know his thoughts on Clarice. You sat away from her, so what about yours? Are you? Oh, hang on. You got your own.
Oh, hey, thank you very much. Got my own mic now. To be honest,
Did you feel the same?
I was, because again, like we spoke about, we can go back a bit now. Like we spoke about Tomankova, she also seemed like not unsettled. Like she was never panicked. She just moved forward, technique by technique, I suppose, as she moved through the day. But even when she was down on Wazari in the semi-final, no panic, no discomfort, and then she finished it off.
Yeah,
very strong.
Very, very calm. And for the first time, one of the finals is that I saw them going towards the edge. I've never seen anybody in the edge. It's always in the middle and having a go. It's less tactical and just let's get cracking, let's get it on. The techniques just need honing just that little bit, with some of them. But I thought that she was amazing, and I thought that was a great performance.
Just the question, because you've hinted earlier on today about just how important this stage is, and we've picked out these two. The winner in the under 44 kilos. Is that just suggestive that there's more polish at this stage for women than the men at 50 and 55? They don't look like men to me. It looks like boys judo.
Yes.
Where this looks at just a little bit closer.
Well, normally more advanced by a couple of years, certainly more physically advanced. And you can normally see that. You can probably see that today. The boys a lot drops, toshes, and things like that. And then things start to develop from there, because then they start to put things in there like Ashi was and combinations and things like that. And then the transition becomes more concise as well, because they know what they want down there and they go for it. At the moment, they're flying down there without, really knowing where they're going. And then if they do catch an arm, they don't catch it in, with full control, and they don't slow it down then, and then they don't get the head. So it just needs a bit of polishing and maybe a little bit. And I just think it's a brilliant event, this, because, and not only for the individuals and the fighters, but also for the coaches, because then they realize how much work they've got to do as well.
I know you've got two hats, so one question for you. Happy days for Europe? Are you pleased with that?
Yes, actually. It's been quite hard. I know I had to share the medals, of course, begrudgingly, but no, it was a fantastic day for Europe. I think you can see the countries that are sort of excelling at this age, perhaps, especially like Azerbaijan, and it's usually Turkey, although they didn't have a very good day today, let's say. But I think for us, we were pretty happy.
Right.
Good stories.
There'll be more medals available tomorrow on day 2 competition. Begin the second day of competition at the Zagreb World Judo Championships for cadets. We're going to begin at 8:30. It's a nice early start tomorrow. Neil and myself, all the broadcast team here in Zagreb. It's bye for now.
Goodbye.